Hey guys, Disco here, and I'm still feeling under the weather. Just like in yesterday's video, I'm still having my throat pain. My throat is still sore or whatever's going on with it, so I apologize for any coughing or anything else, that weird sounding voice, anything like that. But today, I am going to be logging into the Dead by Daylight PTB for the Stranger Things Chapter 2 and giving you guys my first impressions. I've gotten this question before in a video a long time ago in a previous PTB. I remember someone left a comment of where's the gameplay, and I actually said in that video where the gameplay was, funnily enough, and I think I may have said it fairly early on too, so I'm not sure how they didn't realize. But yeah, I don't particularly like doing gameplay in the same video. It's not that I don't like it, but I don't do it because I like to have this video. I like to have one video where I look at the new stuff. Right, where I look at the new stuff and I experience that and whatnot. And then that way I can just kind of focus on the gameplay as its own thing. But yeah. Oh, the pinhead box. The layman configuration, yeah. The 2v8 stuff, because I guess you can actually like do something with that. I'm still hoping that me and Orange can find time to play this together. We do that sometimes with PTBs, we'll play them together, but I don't know why it's Skull Merchant right now, but whatever. But I guess we shall see. Oh, they have outfits in here. Well, let's look at the outfits then. I'll do. Oh, that's a cool picture. The first is a cunning and cruel former test subject whose powers were sharpened in an alternate dimension. His personal perks: turn back the clock, secret project, and hex hive mind allow him to damage distant generators, block them from repair, and set them back when another is completed. Oh, that's a cool model. I like that. He looks creepy as hell. That's great. Oh, he does have an outfit. The first. A manipulative monster is anger fooled his desire to crush humanity. The third outfit is Scion of the Upside Down. The alternate dimension would have destroyed anyone but the most powerful and driven monster. And this is his outfit, I guess. That's cool. I don't know enough about Stranger Things to understand what I'm looking at here, but that's a pretty cool outfit. Alright, let's look at the survivors. Ooh, they have cool pictures as well. 11. 11 is a former test subject with extra sensory abilities. Her personal perks: extra sensory perception, we see you, and teamwork outspoken. Allow her to scout the area, reveal the killer's aura, and reduce the noise of generators. Oh, she's got a cool model. Yeah, I'm not used to how she looks at all. When I think of 11, I think of like the child version from the first episode. And she wore a completely different outfit. She was shorter, obviously, and then her hair was shorter, and I think a black color, so this version of her means pretty much nothing to me. Taken from her mother, she was raised in a secret government facility that tested her unusual powers. And she has another outfit called Mall Star, battling Demogorgons in the Mind Flayer. Don't know what that is hard, but navigating the challenges of a teenage relationship is, which I don't know what that means either. Oh, that's a cool outfit. I like that. I honestly like that outfit a lot. That's really cool. And that's all we have for her. Okay. Dustin Henderson. Dustin Henderson is a brilliant and somewhat nerdy high school student. His personal perks: bada bada boom, change of plan, and teamwork full circle. Allow him to slow down killers, pivot a strategy mid-trial, and safely repair generators. Well, that's a cool design. I like his model a lot. That's cool. That's cool. I like that. Okay. Oh, he's got a little bit more outfit-wise. He had a thirst for knowledge and eager intellectualism that would be his greatest power. Game night. Everything had built to this moment. Tonight Dustin would take part in the end of Eddie's gaming campaign. That's a cool outfit. That's fun. That's fun. Eddie Munson, who I don't know at all. The swirling demo bats, I don't know what those are. It turned into a thick black fog. Their screeches replaced by silence. Yes, this is Eddie here, so for anyone who actually knows anything about the show and likes this guy, here you go. Here's an outfit for Dustin. I don't know enough about Stranger Things, so I have no idea who this is, but that's pretty cool. And of course, for Nancy, we have a new outfit for my girl. I'm a little disappointed they didn't give me the outfit I bought for her. I actually, on live servers, I actually have this outfit for Nancy because it's like my favorite one. And they didn't give it to me in the BTB, so that's annoying. But yeah. I'll probably get this one next, honestly. I like this one a lot too. I'd like to get these for it. I actually have her sweater as well, Christmas sweater, but I doubt I have them here. I definitely get Robin at some point. Oh, that's cool. I don't know. I don't think I ever met her because I only saw the first episode, but that's a cool outfit. I like that. You can look at the camera, I guess. There we go. Robin Buckley. Robin watched helplessly as the fake fog swept through the streets of Hawkins like a dark wave, engulfing everything in its path. Interesting. Yeah, I saw somewhere that she was coming to the game. I didn't realize she was just going to be a skin for... Oh, Dustin has a shirt I didn't see. Bite Off. Bits, bytes, quasars, and quarks. A language for those whose minds operate in different frequency. I don't understand what the hell any of that means, but it's a cool shirt. Does... What's her name? Does 11 have anything like that? A lot of old stuff. Oh. God, your face is gross. You look gross, Richter. God, you're weird as hell looking. Let me check just to make sure I didn't miss anything for you. No? Okay. Good, we're good. Alright, let's end Wyatt. Do I have any... Outfits. No. So I don't have anything for you. Anything for Meg? Nope. That's unfortunate. Oh. Well, I guess technically because you started with like 15 million things, but... That's unfortunate that you don't get to keep the outfits that you bought. No, I'm a little disappointed, honestly, that you don't get to keep any outfits that you bought. No, as far as Dustin. Well, that's cool. They got unique music. I like that. It's cool. Oh yeah, if you like just go in here, that automatically happens. Bada bada boom. You may not be a fighter, but you have clever ways of striking back. After completing 20% worth of repairs, press ability button 1 next to a window to trap it for 60 seconds. The trap triggers when the killer performs a vault on the window, afflicting them with 50% hindered for 6 seconds. Never tell me the odds. Dustin Henderson. Or Han Solo, depending on, because he also said that. There it says perks. There we go. So I can just like change of plan. Rather than give in to danger, you recalculate and adjust your strategy. You start with 2 tokens. While inside a locker and holding a non-event toolbox, press the ability button 2 to spend 1 token and transform your toolbox into a mech of the same rarity with random add-on of the same rarity. The new mech kit has 100% of its charges. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Dustin Henderson. Okay, that's a random quote. Teamwork full circuit. You've dabbled with mechanical engineering and show off your abilities to others. For a survivor, repairing a generator with you, the size of the good skill checks. Skill check zone is increased by 25%, while repairing with at least one survivor, you repair 5% faster. How many times do I have to be right on the money before you guys just trust me? Dustin Henderson. Already read that, but we didn't read the individual outfit parts. So we got Capped Curls. There were 3 boys who became his best friends. Together they embarked on the fantasy of grand adventures. I don't know who those people. I don't know who those would be. I don't know about the show. Utility Overcoat. He and his friends met a girl, and their adventures transformed into a chilling horror. They helped her stand against the terrors of another dimension. Dark Pair. He wasn't just the brains of the group, but also a fiercely loyal ally who would never let his friends down. By Oh, okay, I think that's just one paragraph. Brilliant and eager, Dustin Henderson is a high school student in the town of Hawkins, Indiana. At a young age, he and his friends stumbled onto a secret government project involving an alternate dimension known as the Upside Down. The group survived attacks from strange creatures they called the Demogorgon and Mind Flayer, with Dustin's understanding of science and engineering helping guide them in unexpected ways. As the gates from the Upside Down rip through Hawkins, the town is left in a state of emergency. Dustin sets out looking for answers. What he finds spilling from the chaos isn't Demogorgons or demonic bats, but black fog. Yeah. Interesting. And now we have 11. Yep, there she is. Oh, that's V, never mind. Extrasensory perception. By slowing down and focusing, you can sense both ally and enemy. Crouch for 4 seconds to see the auras of survivors, killers, and a variety of objects. These are revealed in an expanding 44-meter radius. You gain elusive and oblivious. When you stop crouching or after 11 seconds, all effects of this perk end and it enters a 40-second cooldown. What is friend? 11. God, I don't know either. You and me are both wondering that question. Teamwork, soft-spoken. You look out for your friends, using your abilities to protect them. For each survivor repairing a generator with you, the range at which the generator's noise is heard is reduced by 25%. While repairing out with at least one other survivor, you repair 5% faster. I make my own rules. 11. We see you. You've honed your powers. It can turn the table on those who try to find you. Gain 1 token when the killer reveals your aura. When you have 4 tokens, they are all consumed and the killer's aura is revealed to you and all other survivors for 15 seconds. This perk has a 10-second cooldown. It is not me, it is you. You are the monster. 11. I don't know what any of that means because I haven't seen the show. Okay, I forgot what I was doing. I apologize. I blinked. The sports bond. One of her fellow test subjects went on a killing spree. She fought back, unwittingly exiling him to another dimension. Style cut up. She eventually escaped the facility, setting out alone into a world she was unfamiliar with. Layered. Did I read what the shirt was? Cut up. Layered legs. She was found by 3 young boys. She would forge a bond with them, finally scaring friends and family. 11, aka Jane Hopper, is a former test subject who has undergone experiments to develop her extrasensory abilities. One use of her powers inadvertently created a gateway to an alternate dimension which became known as the Upside Down. Though her life has been chaotic, her friends and foster father provide a hint of normalcy amidst the trauma. Together they fought creatures from the alternate dimension, as 11's powers often being the difference between life and death. When the group's hometown of Hawkins is ravaged by gates from the Upside Down, 11 is needed once more. Trekking through a field of gray wooded plants, she reaches a gate surrounded by unnatural black fog. She enters expecting to find herself in the Upside Down, but ends up somewhere else. Nearby, she finds a hook glistening in the moonlight. What was blood? Okay, that's fun. And finally, the man, the myth, the legend, Pinhead. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, I'm still upset he's gone. They took him away from us, which is really upsetting. And okay, I mean Michael, obviously. I'm also sad he's leaving as well. In fact, both of them might be gone. Do I not have anything? I have stuff for you, though. I don't understand. Alright, let's actually get to the person. Yeah, I still don't have Crosshair yet. I keep needing to actually get you. God, that's so gross. Please stop, stop. L. Hello. I don't know why we're back to Michael, but there's Michael again. There we go. There he is. Oh, that's a cool animation. Not what I thought his voice would be, if I'm being honest with you. Though I don't know enough about the character, so Take that with a grain of salt. Let's compare Vecnas real quick. Vecna. I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, you gotta admit that's pretty cool. And then we have Vecna. A little bit different, as you can see. He's got an interesting design though, for sure. Turn back the clock. Resist as they might, time marches on, and your master plan comes closer to fruition. After hooking a survivor for 60 seconds, press the ability button 1 to make a target generator within 20 meters explode over 10% progress and start regressing. That's kind of cool. Nothing will happen to you, nothing that you don't deserve. Henry Creel. Interesting. Hex Hive Mind. You found yourself connected to something dark and unknowable, and you embraced it. The first time you hook any survivor, a dual totem becomes a hex totem. Generators are highlighted. The first time you hook any survivor, dual totem becomes a hex totem. Generators are highlighted. The intensity of the generators. Auras reveals their repair progress. When one generator remains, all remaining generators explode, lose 10% progress and start regressing. And the hex totem becomes dull. Oh, that's kind of funny. You let us in, and now you are going to have to let us stay. Henry Creel. Secret project. Raised to be a weapon, you broke free from the very skills your captors honed within you. When a totem is blessed or cleansed, block a random unblockable blocked generator for 30 seconds. When one or more generators become blocked, you get untouchable for 30 seconds. You are a prisoner here, just like me. Henry Creel. Power. Test subject number 001. Special ability Vine Attack. Press and hold the power button to charge a Vine Attack. When charged, press the attack button to activate it, creating a small area of effect on the ground. Any survivors caught within the area of the Vine Attack earn a World Breaker token. Special ability, the Upside Down and Undergate. The killer can enter the Upside Down to navigate the map quickly by tapping the ability button while in the Upside Down. The killer can activate an Undergate attack to return to the map, creating a large area of effect on the ground. Survivors caught within its radius gain a World Breaker token. Special condition / item, World Breaker, and Grandfather Clocks. Once the survivors gain enough tokens, World Breaker activates and the World Breaker timer begins. While World Breaker is active, both the Vine Attack and Undergate Attack do damage to survivors instead of adding World Breaker tokens, and 4 Grandfather Clocks activate. World Breaker lasts for a predetermined amount of time, based on the number of survivors alive. Survivors can interact with Grandfather Clocks, spread around the map to speed up the World Breaker timer. Right now, You have his add-ons to read. Stained glass mural. A design once found on the Krill family door. Now it darkens the door of another dimension. While upside down, traversal is on cooldown. Breaking pallets and walls decreases that cooldown by 12 seconds. Shattered wrist rocket. A once powerful slingshot, now later on. The explosion from the undergate attack breaks pallets instantly and damage generators caught in the blast. Oh, but the brain. Orderly ID. Bears the face of Henry Krill as he appeared before he was changed by another dimension. While out of World Breaker mode, the Vine attack's aiming range is increased by 2 meters. Bead Maze. A developmental toy used to enrich the minds of captive children. That's terrifying. The second phase of the World Breaker timer is increased by 3 seconds for each link to our second phase. What the hell does that mean? Smashed cassette deck. They once used music to escape Henry's grasp. Without it, they do not stand a chance. Also restores 1 World Breaker token. When World Breaker is activated for the first time, all survivors lose their World Breaker tokens. 1 less Grandfather Clock appears on the map. Mid-century radio. It sat silent in the Creel's dining room until the slaughter was about to begin. While in World Breaker mode, Grandfather Clock's more than 32 years away, being worked on by survivors have their auras revealed. Gutted Supercom. A broken communication device that now crackles to life at the most terrifying times. While out of World Breaker mode, survivors hit by Vine attacks have their aura shown for 1.5 seconds. Clock hands. Hands of the Creel family's grandfather clock, corrupted by Henry's dark power. Survivors gain the oblivious stats effect when interacting with grandfather clocks and for 12 seconds after. Bloody roller skate, a memento of the fury that 11 was capable of. When activating the undergate attack, the killer gains a 20% haste effect for 2 seconds upon exiting. Victor's razor blade. In his grief, Henry's father used a hidden blade to take out his own eyes. When World Breaker mode ends, injured survivors become afflicted with the broken SAS effect for the next 20 seconds. I don't know enough about the show at all what's happening. Rabbit remains. Before massacring his family, Henry started small, killing rabbits and leaving their corpses strewn around about town. Survivors gain the exhaustive SAS effect when standing in or entering the Undergate's attack radius, and for 20 seconds after. Neck Tendril. He was furious when the tendril was torn from his neck as Max escaped his mind rub. Who's Max? Survivors hit by the vine attack while in World Breaker mode receive hemorrhage and mangled status effects for 70 seconds. Forge a death certificate. A piece of paper used to print the death of a powerful person who was very much alive. A successful World Breaker token placed on a survivor via vine attack reduces their attack radius by 12 meters until the next World Breaker mode activation. Electrode cap, used to measure the brain's electrical activity in the lab. Nothing goes unnoticed. At the start of the second phase of World Breaker mode, or when survivors complete the grandfather clock interactions, survivors more than 26 meters away from the killer have their aura revealed for 6 seconds. Pizza goggles, that's fun. Used while 11 entered sensory deprivation. They rid the user of distractions and focus the mind. I want pizza goggles, you kidding me? The undergate attacks area of effect range is reduced by 90%. And its cooldown time is shortened by 20%. So does that just nerf it then? If I'm understanding that right, doesn't that just nerf the undergate attack? So that feels kind of pointless to me. But maybe I'm misreading it? Electroshock collar. A cruelly efficient method of training and punishing the facility's prisoners. When coming out of the upside down, all vault locations within 13 meters are blocked for 12 seconds. Broken skateboard. A cool way to get around smashed by a furious brother is a means of control. When World Breaker mode starts, the killer's vault speed is increased by 30% for the next 60 seconds. Black Widow Spider. A terrifying spider that is no longer a mere hallucination. Entering the upside down while in World Breaker mode makes the furthest survivor more than 36 meters away from the location for 3 seconds. Iridescent Soteria chip? What? Soteria chip? I don't know. A chip that once limited his powers is now a source of even greater power. When World Breaker activates, the killer gains undetectable and survivor with at least one World Breaker token after aura revealed to come within 12 meters of the killer. This lasts until the killer performs a vine attack, enters the upside down, or World Breaker ends. Chess piece. One of the few forms of entertainment while in the facility. It helped the students learn logic and tactics. The vine attack has 2 charges, and its attack radius is diminished by 45%. Upside down ability core activation time increased by 15 seconds. And now, we gotta read about him. The first. A material monster's anger-filled desire to crush him. I already read that, but whatever. Alternate dimension. His hatred for humanity led him to an alternate world, free of people, bursting with untapped potential. Creeping vines. The strange energies in this new dimension warped his flesh and sharpened his twisted mind. Foul intent. He decided to bring that malevolent world to the human realm and extinguish them once and for all. I'm upset he has more than he has like 3. Alright, interesting. So he's a 4.4 meter second speed killer for 18 meter base areas, and his height is average. Interesting. Let's see his Mori real quick. So what? What the hell? What the hell? I am confusion. So he like claws your eyes out, which honestly made me think of I forget what it's actually called, but there's like a move back in the day that wrestlers did where you like take your hand and you like grab your opponent by the face and you kind of wrench your hand down. I think it's supposed to like mess up their. It's supposed to, I think, kind of hurt their face in kind of a interesting way or something. But yeah, so you like close your eyes or something, and then he close out your eyes or whatever, kind of floats you there, breaks all of your limbs with magic, with some magic psychic power thing. And then just leaves your broken body there. That's interesting. That's interesting for sure. From a young age, Henry Cavill was disgusted by humanity. Pussy! And their endless cycles of eating, reproducing, and dying. Pussy! Their mindless play. As this hatred bubbled and fermented, he found that he had strange powers. First, an ability to control the house's grandfather clock, and later the ability to manipulate minds. His power reached a terrifying new level as he contorted and destroyed the bodies of his mother and sister. Jesus Christ, you're a fucking monster. Henry's father, blamed for their deaths, was sent to Penhurst Mental Hospital. A shadowy organization faked Henry's death and moved him to a facility where his powers were limited by the Satoria chip, and studied along with several other children with psionic powers. He played along and was eventually made an orderly, but his compliance was a ruse. Once he was able to convince Eleven to remove his chip, he massacred the students and staff of the facility, Jesus, only stopping when Eleven was able to banish him to another dimension. Henry thought he was going to die and said he became more powerful than ever before. From this new dimension, he committed a series of grisly murders as part of his plan to open gates to the real world and destroy all of humanity. As he passed through a gate, a black fog appeared and crossed over into a new realm, one unfamiliar but full of potential. God, you're a fucking monster, aren't you? I also don't understand what any of that means. I haven't seen enough Stranger Things to know, so. Yeah. But that's everything. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I guess that's everything. As far as I'm aware, there's no map. Let me just double check, but as far as I'm aware, they didn't. Oh, there he is. There he is. Let's get a double Vecno 2v8. Like, come on. That would be dope. Match management. Maps. At least as far as I'm aware, there is a new one. Yeah, there isn't. I figured there wasn't, but I just wanted to double check, because I can't fully remember if they said anything about there being a new map or not, but I guess there isn't. So yeah, so far I like their models a lot. I think the outfits are cool, like how Nancy is getting Robin as a skin, and Dustin, right? He got, what was it, Eddie or whatever his name was, and then of course 11 is getting a pretty cool new skin, and the boy here, whatever you want to call him, because I haven't seen the show, but whatever you want to call our boy here, he got an outfit, which is cool. They sound interesting. I like how they have shorter backstories. Some of the characters, especially the last number of them, have had like paragraphs upon paragraphs of backstory. So it's nice having some shorter ones for once. But yeah, I'm pretty cool. Yeah, so tomorrow should be my video where I actually play as him, whatever you want to call him. And then that will be it for me in terms of solo videos. That's all I have planned. But if Orange wants to, I was thinking we could try to do a video playing together like we normally do, and maybe even one testing out the 2v8 stuff, but we'll see. But yeah, with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, ring the bell. Do all the algorithmic garbage. It helps us out a lot. It means a lot to us. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Oh.